Hi there, just popping in today to let you know it's Mercury retrograde, and that can always sort of bring lots of horror to people and lots of, oh my God, what am I going to do? But Mercury retrograde is such a positive time for everybody. When Mercury goes retrograde, we get to take our foot off the pedal. We get to stop pushing the go button and actually spend some time thinking, processing, revisiting, reassessing, going over everything that we've been doing or everything that we're wanting to do to make sure that it is all aligned. And now alignment is a really big theme at the moment. Alignment, it comes into the whole energy of authenticity and sovereignty, which 2026 is all about. So with this retrograde, it's allowing us to go within and make sure that we're aligned with what's actually what you feel, what's going on inside of you, your values, your beliefs, everything about you is aligned with what you're doing outside of that. So, with the Cancerian energy and with Mercury in Cancer, we've also, it's at the same time as the sun's in Cancer. So there's an extra sort of Cancerian sort of push and energy there. So as that's going on, we're having lots and lots of focus on family, on feelings, on intuition, on creativity, on sensitivity. But the most important thing with Mercury in retrograde in Cancer is going in within yourself and analyzing it and talking to yourself positively. Because too often we spend way too much time saying really negative things to ourselves, beating ourselves up, putting ourselves down, all those sorts of things. And so Mercury retrograde in Cancer is an opportunity to change that around, to actually make that inner dialogue a lot kinder, a lot more gentle, a lot more loving towards you. Because at the end of the day, you have done nothing wrong. You're not always going to get it right. Sometimes you're going to stuff it up really well, but you're just learning, and that's all it's about. So use this Mercury retrograde to go within and reassess your emotional body. Where do you overreact? Where do you underreact? Where do you give your energy away way too much to other people and allow them to take from you or to take advantage of you in some way? These are all very Cancerian traits. And so when we've got Mercury in Cancer, we get the opportunity, because Mercury is about our thinking and our reasoning and our communication. We get an opportunity to go over all of that within ourselves, maybe do some writing, some journaling, whatever might work for you. And then when he goes direct again, you're going to move forward and sort of more in control of your emotions or more in charge of them so that they're not ruling you and they're not, leading the way or leading you down the garden path. So use this retrograde period to really look at yourself, do some journaling, write yourself a love letter. Be kind to yourself more than anything else. That's what's so important at this time, is that we have more kindness for ourselves, because everything starts with you. And if you start with showing kindness to yourself, it'll become a lot easier for you to show kindness to everything else in your life and everybody else around you as well, because that is what is going to really help us move forward when we become more kind, more considerate, and more loving towards everything and everyone on this planet. So enjoy this retrograde. Don't worry about it. Just make sure that you don't start anything new. That's never a great idea to sort of launch something in the middle of a retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde. If there's something you're already working on and it's already got momentum, that should carry through with the retrograde period. But I would, no, my advice: don't try and launch anything. Don't try and get anything off the ground during this time, because it's like it just doesn't quite meet its destination. It doesn't get seen. It doesn't get heard. It doesn't get to manifest or grow in the way it should. So just wait until after the Mercury retrograde period, which is on the oh gosh, when is it? The Mercury retrograde, sorry, is on the finishes on the 23rd of July. So it started on this 30th of June and goes through the 23rd of July. So just as the sun goes into Leo, basically, that will be the end of the retrograde period for us. So, use this retrograde well. I mean, we only have 3 a year. They're all in water signs this year. So this one's in Cancer, the next one will be in Scorpio. So it's all about analyzing our feelings and looking at, making sure that they're aligned, that we're not, overly dramatic or underly dramatic, or we are being kind to ourselves. That is the most important thing. So enjoy this retrograde, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.